Pokemon Legends ZA and Pokemon Champions are coming really soon, and they are obviously full of Mega Evolutions. I mean, they're in the trailers. Look at them. But I don't want to wait. So I've decided I'm going to look at and maybe make fun of a little your ideas for Mega Evolutions. So I asked Twitter and my YouTube community what they thought new Mega Evolutions might look like, and we're gonna see what they got, talk about their ideas a little bit, and see what happens. Now, this idea came from the fact that like 4 months ago, I started having this recurring dream that there was a Mega Golduck announced in Legends ZA, and it was terrible. And at the next regional season, everybody was like, "Oh, Scraw, you're playing Mega Golduck, right? Yeah, because you're like the Psyduck guy, right?" And it was such a bad Pokemon. And I kept having to tell everybody, "No, like I'm not running it. Leave me alone. I only play with good Pokemon." And I don't know where that came from, and I should probably see a psychologist, but let's get into the video. All right, so Nicole wants Tyrantrum because she loves dinos and dino adjacent stuff. Here's the thing, I have no idea what Tyrantrum does. He has Strong Jaw, that's a good ability. And he has bad stats. So, like, I don't know. What? There's Queenly Majesty already as an ability, right? So give Tyrantrum, like, Queenly Majesty, and make its stats higher, because it's not gender locked, so it can be a king or a queen tyrant. It can be any gender tyrant. So, yeah, just Queenly Majesty, make its attack high, all done. Next, moving on. Neff says Mega Miltank, it's the tank that shoots milk. Anyway, Blake Falls says, Mega Flygon, please come home as a ground dragon special attacker so you don't have to fight with Chomp anymore. Maybe a good ability, probably gives a bug stab, is most likely, I guess. So, yeah, it's actually pretty well known that Mega Flygon was supposed to exist in Pokemon in ORAS, but they just couldn't come up with a way to make Flygon look better, so they scrapped it. Making it like a decent special attacker sounds fine. A bug stab? I mean, what, like, bug worker? What would you call that ability? Like Worker Drone, there you go. He's also like a lion ant, so call it Worker Drone or something. And I don't know what you would do with it. Does it get good bug type moves? This is kind of a rock and a hard place, right? Because make it a good special attacker, sure, maybe like bump some out of defense, attack, and some of the special attack and speed. But bug type moves, like the good bug type moves are like first impression and stuff. So, like, I can have Bug Buzz and, like, Struggle Bug, but, like, so maybe if it's, like, a bulky, like, Snarl user, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think you get to make it a special attacker and make its ability bug-based, unless you give it, like, some new, like, special bug-type attack. I don't know. And I guess being a special attacker kind of goes against the big chompy of, Trapinch. I forgot its name. Next one here, Mega Infernape would be amazing. I think it's really strong Pokemon offensively, but it learns a lot of excellent supportive moves. Would open world of opportunities for that Pokemon. So Infernape has always been a weird guy, right? Like, he's very, like, he has good supporting moves, like this guy says. He gets Taunt. I used coaching Infernape in a draft league recently. It gets a lot of good stuff. But what do you do to make it better? I mean, you don't lean full in support and give it, like, Prankster or whatever. Maybe you give it an ability like Team Player. New ability, I'm making it up right now. Call it Team Player, and what it does is if you used a non-damaging move the turn before, you get a 1.5 times boost to your next attacking move. So you like coaching or taunt or whatever, and the next turn your close combat does more. That's a cool ability. Locking it in. Name could use some work. Team Player. Mega Mimikyu is interesting. I don't know what that would look like, because its ability is so inherently tied to what it is. What if its Mega Form has this, like, sewing needle incorporation in it, and its ability, like, resets disguise, you get 2 bites at it? That sounds kind of strong. And just, like, make it stats go up like every Mega Evolution does, but I don't know. I think that could be something. And then last one here, this guy says Mega Maridon or Mega Ogerpon. No. No, Jack. We want cool new Pokemon. We don't need Maridon resetting electric terrain with Mega, what the hell is Maridon's ability called? Mega Hadron Engine. Like, we don't need Super Hadron Engine. We don't want Mega Maridon. Mega Ogerpon would be, like, kind of interesting as a way to, like, keep its, like, cool mask transformation relevant, once we lose, terrestrialization, but even then, I don't like it. So, now let's go into the YouTube ones. We had a lot more replies on the YouTube, and we go, woo, transition, woo. Chandeler's a cool one. Chandeler's a Pokemon that, like, there's been a few times where it, like, almost got something really strong and then it just didn't. Like, for example, for a while, like way back in Gen 5, before hidden abilities were like all the way out, people thought Chandler was gonna get Shadow Tag, which would have been broken. Like, imagine a Shadow Tag user with like a strong special attack stat and like no downsides. But Chandler already hits pretty hard and it's pretty fast, right? So you probably make it faster, you'd hit a little harder, and for a cool thematic ability, I'm gonna go for these. I'd be like, oh, give it Sheer Force. No, Heat Wave's really strong, but like that's boring. So like, what if it had an ability called like Bright Light, and it like made all its fire type moves super effective against dark type. Like it made them like freeze dry. That'd be kind of cool, actually, right? Because obviously Chandler doesn't like dark types. Like, giving it a way to hit them really well, sort of its ability would be pretty cool. So I like that. Let's do that. Honestly, looking back at, we get a lot of Kanto and Hoenn for sure, but 6 Johto, there's a lot to read here. So this guy's saying basically that he thinks there should be more of the like megas that kind of play with their mega evolutions as opposed to them being like a straight upgrade, like how, you know, Slowbro has a regenerator, and then once you're like in a situation where you want to take a lot of hits with it, you can mega it. Similarly, Sableye sets up, then uses its Magic Bounce on its mega evolution to block hazards. And that's interesting. Mega Manetric's another one that kind of falls into that category, where in VGC in 2018, you would use Lightning Rod to kind of protect like Celesteela or Tapu Fini or whatever, and then once the thing that threatens them was gone, you could mega it and start volt switching around with Intimidate. And that is cool. Like, it's cool design. The problem is that doesn't sell games, in my opinion. And it isn't very, like, it is interesting and it is cool for gameplay. It is not hype, and megas need to be hype. Right? Like, if you give me, Mega Mewtwo Z, which is gonna happen. We're gonna get Mega Mewtwo Z and Charizard Z. And their things are like, in the correct situation, you can use your Mega Evolution, to change, like, something small, within a stat boost. That's not as interesting, right? Like, we want them to, like, slam the Mega button and be like, whoa! So, cool idea. I think you're right. Those are interesting battle-wise. I don't know if we're gonna see a lot of them because, first of all, ZA won't have abilities, so like they're just gonna be like these like cool, big, exciting things. But for champions, maybe. Or like this is at the end, we could just have Mega Extra Drill, Mega Amongus, Mega Ferrothorn, Mega Volcarona. A lot of these Pokemon I actually think like probably don't want to use their Mega Evolutions if they got one, unless they were broken. Because like Amongus, Ferrothorn, Volk, these Pokemon love their items. Like, you want the leftovers, you want the Rocky Helmet. Probably gonna be a video about that actually, because I was noticing a few Pokemon like that. So moving on. That's a lot of thought into this one. I like that one. Frostlass to match with Glalie. That makes sense. If we're saying that, we probably also want Slowking. Just because I think that's another like a branching evolution that didn't get the Mega. For Frostlass, what Glalie has like this like Glaciate thing. I don't know what you would do for Frostlass. Like, Frostlass has always kind of had a weird identity. Maybe you could like build on Cursed Body and have like something like that. Well, you know what we can do? Let's do this. Let's do this. Frostlass has the lore about like luring people into its thing and then freezing them, right? So what if what Frostlass did was it stayed frail, got super fast, hit pretty hard, and had an ability that was like somewhat of a downside and an upside, in that it like had passive Follow Me. I guess we could like flavor it that it hits through Protect or something, so you can't like abuse that. That way you have this like, you can do this kind of like super offensive thing where you're like, you're fast Frostlass and you Mega Evolve it and you hit something and you know your other guy's gonna get to like do a setup, so you could create these cool situations where like on a Trick Room team, you like Mega your Frostlass and like take something out or do a bunch of chip damage and get your Follow Me, and then you get Trick Room up. Like a Mega Evolution that says like, I am here to like have one big turn and protect the rest of my team. That's a cool idea. It's probably broken, but we're not here for balance right now. Talonflame Vigil Clauncher, I don't know what you would do. See, for like gimmicky Pokemon like Clauncher, I don't know what you would do, right? Because like Clauncher's whole thing is like, it is kind of built around the fact that it gets these like pulse boosting. Its moveset's built around it, whatever. We already have a Mega Launcher, Mega Evolution in Blastoise, Mega Blastoise. So I'm not sure what you actually do there that's interesting or fun, and because this guy's like moveset is so designed around these pulse moves, it makes it hard to give the Mega a different identity without creating sort of an awkward situation. So I don't know about that one. Vikavolt, I could see. Vikavolt maybe it like sort of reverts back to this style that Charjabug has, and it's like weird like zappy things, turns more into like a railgun look more, and it's like helping launch the like your partner's attacks. A lot of my Mega Evolution ideas are double battle oriented, I'm realizing, but this is a VGC channel, so sorry that's gonna happen. And for Talonflame, I don't know. Again, Talonflame's a Pokemon that, like, its competitive viability is so tied to Gale Wings that it makes it hard for me to, like, on a dime, figure out what I would do with it that wasn't just Gale Wings. And there are Mega Evolutions that keep the same ability and are pretty good about it. Like, you know, like T-Tar and Abomasnow. But that's not fun to just say, oh, they'll have the same thing. Helixsk, maybe its ability, like, does Electrify, which turns into the electric types. Helixsk, did have a, Electrify with its signature move for a little while. You know, that'd be pretty cool. You could get, there's a kind of cool combination where you, like, Mega your Helixsk and have, like a Lightning Rod Pokemon next to it. That's kind of cute. Maybe it's something like that. Hydreigon and Glycore, this one, they actually gave me their abilities. Hydreigon, Multiscale. That Pokemon hits too hard, naturally, and is too fast to be given multi-scale. Glycore Arena Trap? No, you can't just do that. Well, no, I don't like that. I don't Mega Gengar or Mega Megros for the enjoyment. A Mega Gengar can switch out from Arena Trap, because it is, in fact, a Ghost type. So I don't really like that one. I think Shadow Tag Gengar is kinda cool. I think if they were designing Megas today, they would not give any of them Shadow Tag. Knock on wood when we get our new Shadow Tag one, but I don't know about that one. Flygon, got that one. Barbaracle, funny guy, want to be better. Want to be like Mega Mawile. So the issue there, right, is like Mega Mawile, like base Mawile, isn't a strong Pokemon, but it does something good, right? Like it has Intimidate, and that is worthwhile. Like getting the extra like damage mitigation before you Mega Evolve is really strong. Barbaracle doesn't have the same thing. So like, let's say in some alternate universe, like Water Rock and Fairy Steel are somehow like equally good types, and Mega Barbaracle or even Water Rock's even a little better, and Mega Barbaracle and Mega Mawile had the exact same stats, but all their abilities stayed the same. Mega Mawile will still be better, because Intimidate's really strong. Having something to kind of like ancillarily do what you want to do, like get this extra little drop of utility, is really strong on your Mega Pokemon. Next one is Mega Amongus with the new ability Intimid Generator and a 50 more in defense, special defense. Alright, no, that's not gonna happen. With Haxorus is my favorite Pokemon, I hope it gets one. I also hope they add a type to it. I would love for it to be Steel, but I'm not picky. I appreciate that. I like that this guy's just like, I want some love for my favorite Pokemon. That's kind of cool. You know what? I respect that. Give it Sharpness, right? Like, give it Sharpness and make like some random like extra like slicing moves that are like pretty weak otherwise, like a Dragon one or whatever, so that he can kind of have that thematic thing to him. And Dragon Steel's pretty okay typing. It's pretty good typing. That's Steel's typing, and that makes sense for an Axe. So I like that. Goodra would be so much more viable in VHC if it ever got a Mega, please. That might be true. If Goodra had like dry skin, maybe something, but I don't know. I know that we all want Mega Charizard Z and A.
We? We.
It's gonna happen. I don't think I'll deal with it, but it'll happen. And finally, Tropius. You know, I agree. I don't know what you would do with Tropius. Like, his whole thing is he's like a banana tree giraffe thing, right? And he has harvests. That's pretty good. What if he had like double harvest and it like was harvest for him and the buddy, or like he had the chance if your other Pokemon isn't holding an item because it was used up or knocked off or didn't have one or whatever, that you pick a berry from Tropius and you get like a citrus berry. That'd be kind of cool. I like that. So that's gonna be how we fix Tropius. He'll just be his typical, you know, wide guardy, leech seedy self with that. So which one of these ideas did you like the best? All of them? None of them? If you think you have better ideas, drop them in the comments. I'm gonna do more unscripted videos like this. So if you like this, let me know. If you don't like it, tell me you hate me. Bye.